please. From 6 o'clock to 7:50, we were in executive session on personnel, contracts, safety, and security. On April 13th, we had a meeting with the auditors. The majority of board members were there. That happened from 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning. On 4/13, from 5 p.m. to approximately 8 p.m., we had a meeting on personnel. With that, if there are no objections, I will place the minutes of the previous meeting on Wednesday's agenda. Additionally, the treasurer's report, payment of general fund bills, payment of the cafeteria fund bills, payment of the capital reserve fund bills. If there are no questions, I will have those placed on the agenda for Wednesday also. There are no objections to that. We will move into, by the way, we have no public comment this evening for agenda items. We will move into athletics and recreation, please. Very now, we'll place that on the agenda. Place that on the agenda. Thank you. Moving to bills or grounds, please.
Thank you. Item A, request the approval of the following events and building use requests, subject to adherence with the district health and safety plan for all applicable state and federal laws and orders, including any mandatory or recommended cancellation, scheduling, or postponement, and on the condition that the request provides an event and or specific health and safety plan acceptable to the district. Any rescheduling or postponement shall be in the full discretion of the district under such terms and conditions as may be set forth. Item number 1, a wildfowl dance competition is requested to use middle school auditorium Friday, April 30th, 2021, 5 to 8, and on May 1st, 2021, 8 to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Item 2, National Junior Honor Society is requesting to use the middle school auditorium for a breakfast ceremony Monday, May 24th, 5 to 7 p.m. Item 3, Effective Prevention in Collinsville Community is requesting to use the middle school media center for strengthening family facilitators. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, June 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Item 4, YMCA of Laurel, Iowa, requesting to use the middle school auditorium for a dance Saturday, June 12th, 2021, 9 to 3. Item 5, Dunbar Area Little League is requesting to use the Dunbar Stadium softball Monday, Wednesday, Friday, April 29th through July 31st, 6:30 to 1. Item 6, Huntsville Girls Softball League requesting to use the Dunbar Stadium softball field on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, April 29th through 5:30 to 1. Item 7, No Borders Volleyball Club requesting to use the senior high gym practices Tuesday to Friday, senior high school auditorium for a dance recital. Sunday, June the 13th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Item 9, request Brian Warner, Representative Brian Warner is requesting to use the senior high school parking lot for free shredding event Saturday, June 12th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Item 10, Russell Area High School Musical is requesting to use the concession cafeteria areas to provide meals for dance food on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, May 17th through June 1st, 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Item 11, Russell Girls Softball League is requesting to use the junior high softball field for practice on Wednesday through Thursday, April 29th through July 31st, 5:30 p.m. to 8. No objections, I'd like that.
Hearing none, we'll place that on the agenda.
Under attachment, EPICC National Junior Orange Society. Request approval of the following additions to the substitute custodian list for the 2020-21 school year. Without any objections, I'd like that placed.
Place that on the agenda.
Item C, request the approval to purchase an Exmark zero turn laser tractor drill hard hardware at a cost of $8,799.99 as budgeted. And without objections, I'd like that placed.
Place that on the agenda.
Item D, request the approval to purchase a 1025R John Deere tractor from Middletown Tractor at an approximate cost of $25,000 paid out of capital reserve fund. Without objections, I'd like that placed.
Place that on the agenda.
Item E, request the approval of Quantico Tony and Nicole Baseball League to place a 12 by 16 prefabricated building on the property of the Quantico School District at Denver County Stadium that is currently leased by the organization. Without objections, I'd like that placed.
Place that on the agenda.
Committee meeting held April 15th at 6 p.m. Item G, request the approval to award the bid for the Dunbar Township Elementary School roof replacement to PRS Roofing, Williamsburg, PA, the lowest responsible bidder, meeting specifications, paid from the capital reserve fund. As follows: $1,029,400 base bid, 84,800 square feet of roof replacement, $211,900 an alternate for a 30-year roof warranty, $61,600 an alternate for painting and underside structure of all canopies and overhang. And the sum total is $1,322,900 approximate price. Without any objections, I'd like that.
We'll place that on the agenda. May I ask what the recommendation is? All of it?
I think that was the base bid. Even the attachments for the PRS.
My recommendation, alternate per year cost effective.
And
different material. So if we don't go with the 211,900, it's going to be a thin material for 20 years. My understanding. Now, divided by half.
Okay, no other questions? Place that on the agenda.
Or do you have anything that?
I'm going to be requesting a certain vanilla and we bid it, or we just put that? We did request a certain vanilla. That's cool. It's better than the
Here's an alternative, you don't have to go with my alternative, but I'm going to offer you this alternative as a company. You're wrong with everybody else. But here's your one, get your stuff, but hey, I also want to make you aware that here's something else for you to consider.
Okay, do you have anything that? Thanks. So we have.
Thank you. Moving to coordinate with the library, please.
Thank you, Mr. O'Day. I have nothing, Mr. Nicholson. Hands out. We have nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Collinsville Area Career Technical Center, please.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Request approval or the articulation agreement between Rosedale Technical College and Collinsville Area Career Technical Center effective April 29, 2021. The questions or objections like that placed on the agenda.
Place that on the agenda.
Mr. Martucci, you have anything to add? Mr. Montiel? Mr. James? That's all we have this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Moving to curriculum.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Virtual sound training. Request approval for teacher participating in spring training program May 11th, 2021, at an approximate cost of $160 for registration, substitute as budgeted. No objections, questions on that based on the agenda.
Place that on the agenda.
B, request approval of purchase of weapon course 1 Alex as a 5-year bundle at a cost of approximately $31,718.25 to be paid for from the contingency of education for ATSI school grant. And before I ask that, I just want to let the board know that the Alex part of this is a win for us because of the cost of it, we would have it separate. So without questions or objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Request approval to purchase Wesleyan Course 2 and 3 with Alex as a 5-year bundle at a cost of approximately $99,201.83. We paid for as budgeted. Questions or objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
Place that on the agenda.
Request approval to purchase Essentials of Human Anatomy 14th edition, approximate cost of $15,853.03 to be paid for from the Ready to Run grant, without exception, objections or questions like that placed on the agenda.
Question,
Yes.
are any of these books available online that we could, use with our computers?
Mr. Archer, I believe that all of the texts that we purchase now have a component that's also electronic, purely electronic, or a book like this on anatomy. I would venture a guess that the teacher and the curriculum director would like to have the book in hand. Would you like to say anything on that?
How many hardbacks are we requesting?
Anything else, Mr. Archer?
That's all.
I would like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Request approval of purchase of chemistry, the Central Science 14th edition, at an approximate cost of $6,109.03 to be paid for out of the Ready to Learn grant. Without questions or objections, I'd like to have placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Request approval for the 2021 summer school proposal as attached. Without questions or objections, I'd like to have placed on the agenda.
Place that on the agenda.
Your donations, request approval to accept a donation of $3,000 from Adopt Classroom through the partnership with the Sindel Subaru to fund teachers in their communities. 6 teachers will receive AAC account with $500 of credit for online shopping. Without questions or objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
Place that one on the agenda.
We got a committee meeting that was held on April 20th at 6:30 p.m. Mr. Marchery, anything further? Mrs. Langston? Dr. Kearns? That's all we have, Mr. O'Malley. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to cyber, please.
The committee meeting was held on May 12th. Mr. Harshman, Mr. Nolan, Mr. Phipps. That's all we have.
Thank you. Federal programs, Mr. Martucci.
Request approval to hold a two-day study in Richmond Camp. The dates to be determined at Richmond Elementary, Dunmore Township Elementary, Springfield, Clifford, and Kurtz Elementary, Westcroft Elementary, Cosbury, and Middle School, Foster Cross, and County Fund Enrollment, and paid for Title IV funds. No questions or objections, I'd like to place on Wednesday's agenda.
The agenda.
Request approval to hold a CASD tech camp, the date and time to be determined, available for teachers to attend, a day of professional development hosted by all administrative team and staff. This camp will focus on introductory and advanced level training sessions, tailored to teacher needs in the areas of new technology, initiatives, and core instructional practices. Paid for by Title II and full professional development funds. No question or objection, I'd like to place on Wednesday's agenda.
We'll place it on the agenda.
There was a committee meeting held April 20th at 6 p.m. And the request approval for camp for incoming kindergarten students to be held at each elementary building in August at an approximate cost of $12,000. Cost paid from Title I funds. No question or objection, I'd like to place on Wednesday's agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
That's all I have. This is Saxton.
Thank you. Moving to finance, please.
Thank you. Item A, request the approval of the budget transfers, and without any objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item B, request the approval to close the Somerset Capital Projects account from the Energy Savings Lease Project and transfer the balance of $43,013.42 to the Somerset Capital Reserve account. Without any objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item C, request approval to close 5 accounts at PNC Bank. Without any objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item D, request the approval to transfer 5 new accounts to Somerset Bank, which would be the general fund payroll, the general fund money market, the career center general fund, cafeteria, and the cafeteria summer food. Without any objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Mr. Bernardo, do you have anything? Mr. Pantella? Brunel? That's all we have, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to food service, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move the agenda items at this time. Mr. Harrison. That's all.
Thank you. Moving to personnel review and liaison.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Athletic and Transportation Secretary, request approval to appoint as Athletic and Transportation Secretary effective May 15th, 2021. There's no questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item C, HR Benefit Coordinator, request approval to appoint as a Human Resource and Benefit Coordinator effective May 15th, 2020. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item F, request approval of the additions to the professional substitute list for the 2020-21 school year. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
And we'll place that on the agenda.
Item G, request approval of an intermittent unpaid leave of absence for a teacher for the 2021 school year. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item H, unpaid leave, request approval for HR generals to take an unpaid leave of absence from April 8th through September 30th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item I, unpaid leave, request approval for aide to take an unpaid leave of absence from May 10th through May 14th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
Place that on the agenda.
Item J, request approval to accept the retirement of Secretary effective February 1st, 2022. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of cafeteria employee effective June 11th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item L, retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of cafeteria employee effective June 11th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item M, retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of custodian effective June 25th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of custodian effective June 30th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of teacher effective June 30th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of teacher effective July 12th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item Q, retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of teacher effective June 10th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item R, retirement, request approval to accept the retirement of teacher effective June 11th, 2021. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Item S, unpaid leave, request approval for monitor to take an unpaid leave of absence effective April 28th through the remainder of 2021 school year. No questions or objections, I'd like to have that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
I think you're recently in, Mr. O'Malley. Mr. Ronaldo, do you have anything additional? Mr. Montiel? Mr. Bradley, anything? That's all we have, Mr. O'Malley.
Thank you. Starting around the alphabet there. Moving to policy and legislative, please.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Item A, PSBA Policy Maintenance Program Participation Agreement. Request approval to renew the PSBA Policy Maintenance Program Participation Agreement effective July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022, at an annual cost of $1,250 for policy maintenance and $899 for administrative regulations as proposed. Same price as last year. No questions or objections, I'd like to get placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
That's all I have, Mr. Martucci. Mr. Ronaldo. Mr. Bradley. We have nothing further, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harshman. Moving to safety and security, please.
We have nothing, Mr. O'Malley, this evening. Mr. Sampson, anything? Mark Tucci? Mr. Parlay? That's all we have.
Thank you. Special education, Mr. Ronaldo.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Request approval for agreement between the Collinsville Area School District and Chestnut Ridge for counseling services incorporated for professional services for a 10-month at a cost of $7,500 per month, effective August 16, 2021. Without questions or objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
Place that on the agenda.
IU attachment. Okay, request approval of the adoption of the Intermediate Unit 1 IDEA, Part B policies and procedures as proposed. Without questions or objections, I'd like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
And we had a committee meeting that was held on April 21st, 4 p.m. Mr. Wade, anything further? Mr. Martucci? Mr. McGee? That's all we have, Mr. O'Malley.
Thank you. Moving to student services, Mrs. Sampson. We'll place that on the agenda. We'll place that on the agenda. Thank you. Technology, please.
I have nothing. Mr. Hartman? Mr. Martre? Mr. Goes?
Thank you. Moving to transportation, Mr. Wade.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Request approval of the additions to the bus van driver list for the 2020-2021 school year. No questions or objections, like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
Next one is in accordance with Act 136 of 2020, subsection M, .1 of EA School Code 1501.8. Collinsville Area School District will pay the contractor transportation providers and certify to PDE that all transportation contractors were paid as the COVID-19 response did not impact transportation services, minus the variable costs certified to the school district by the transportation contractors for the days that school vans were virtual due to COVID-19 closures, and for virtual Wednesdays effective April 1st, 2021 during the 2020 and 2021 school year. And no questions or objections, like that placed on the agenda.
We'll place that on the agenda.
And the transportation meeting was held on April 22nd, 2021. Mr. Cancella, do you have anything else? Mr. Hartman? Mr. Evans? That's all I have, Mr. O'Malley. Thank you.
Thank you. I have nothing under President's report. We have no public comment for non-agenda items. Mrs. Grinnell, do you have anything to add this evening? Nothing. Mrs. Combs, anything? Nothing. Superintendent, any comments?
Thank you, President. I will announce the time on the flag raising on Wednesday. I wanted to make our community aware that you're notified today on 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. of 2 COVID-19 vaccine clinics for 16 years old and above. One in Washington County and one in Community Town for Ed County. That information was posted at high school and in the CTC. Also virtually we posted it in all the home boards of those buildings as well. For the students, the families to discuss the benefits of vaccination. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Mr. O'Malley,
Yes.
I just have one thing, going back to what Mr. Bradley mentioned about that older bid for the roof. I'm kind of a visual guy, so when I looked that up, when you go from a 60 mil to a 90 mil, you're talking thickness wise, about if you put two dimes together, that's what you're talking when you go to 90 mil for the additional 10 years. So that helps anybody make up their mind on that. That's all I have.
All right, thank you for that information. If nothing further, we will adjourn the work session, and I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Thank you.